Good morning, everybody. It is the final day of Summer in the City, and I'm actually up early, mainly because I couldn't really sleep and kept getting woken up, so after the third or fourth time I thought, fuck it, I'll wake up and watch. Was absolutely shattered last night, so I didn't do a wrap up. Basically, there wasn't on the schedule, it wasn't mentioned there was actually sort of like a end closing concert, but when I was speaking with Miles, one of the guys I've got to know over the weekend, basically it's completely changed from what it was originally on the schedule. Like, people have cancelled, there's only one Q&A when there's supposed to be about 6 or 7 people doing it. Got to see Emma Blackley live in concert, glad I did that. Got to see Ledley in concert, got to see Emma Blackley in concert, Q&A, can't remember who he was. Sorry, he's a recently new big person. I think it's literally a last minute, okay, who can do this, is why they brought him on. So I'm actually going to do my haul video now, because I've actually realised I need to pack this stuff away by today, because a load of us are meeting up tonight after Summer in the City, basically to have a couple of drinks and exchange a few more contact details before we leave for wherever we're going and whatever projects we're doing. So I'm actually going to do my Summer in the City haul video. If I get anything else today, I'll add that to it. But I just thought you guys might be interested in seeing what I've actually got. I have spent an obscene amount of money on Funko Pops, and I am ashamed. I am ashamed. I don't even like some of the figures. Like, some of the figures I think look absolutely stupid, mainly the Disney ones. But Disney's not my thing. I mean, the main things I've got are basically the gaming and some sci-fi ones. I was on the lookout for Predator. I was on the lookout for the Funko Pop Cyber Demon, like I said before, with the place that sells them near me. The amount of stuff they get in is ridiculous, but it's more the generic stuff rather than the specialised stuff like TV series. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that next. I'm going to be using the glasses again, because the footage for them is turning out pretty good actually. I've recorded nearly all of Emma Blackley's concert with those glasses these years. I think at some points I was taking pictures, so you'll see the camera just come up into view when I was taking pictures with it. But other than that, it was pretty good. Hopefully I'll get a decent supercut or even some decent footage from that I can use in compilation. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, where I'll be doing a Summer in the City haul, just to get it out of the way before I go for the final. There's quite a few Q&A panels today for some reason. Honesty Hour was pretty funny to watch, especially when people were mentioning certain YouTubers but not mentioning them, if you get what I mean. Obviously not willing to have them start a fuss over the event. The stage was pretty packed, as were the meet and greets. I did miss out, unfortunately, on the ballot this year. I didn't know anything about it until literally on the day of heading down to Summer in the City. I found out about the ballot. I'd missed a lot of emails about it, and I didn't really know how that happened. And as you can see, the meet and greets were pretty packed. I believe most of them on the day actually ran over time by at least an hour, if not 2 for some people. Here's my friend Miles from the day with his set.
Everything happens for me.
And there were more gaming panels. Quite a lot of them, as you can see. Daz Black was again involved in this panel. It was quite a lot of smaller gamers in the UK scene, but at the same time, very good choice of who they picked for it. They did actually pick people who played well off each other, who got along pretty well, who seemed to enjoy being there. That was a big complaint of mine with VidCon. Some people seem to be just like, why the hell have I been invited to this panel? The Q&As were mainly focused at Daz quite a bit at the end, I suppose, as he is one of the bigger YouTubers at the minute there. And also, here is the most terrifying thing at Summer in the City. This is the original Annabelle doll that's been used in the new film Annabelle Creation. She was there, and you were able to take your picture with her. Yes, she's just as terrifying as she looks there when you're real close. I don't like dolls, so that freaked me out a bit. So to calm down, I went back to the gaming stage.
What's going on, man? This entire panel is like the manifestation of video game anxiety, and I apologise for anyone who's like having a moment. I know I am. If everyone can look at the intensity in Dean Dogs' eyes, he's the only man who has nothing to say at the moment. No gags, no goose. Taking it seriously. How do you feel about what's going on, Sam?
It reminds me of my favourite film of all time, Speed Racing.
Have we got any Speed Racer fans in the house? We got one Speed Racer. Any B-movie fans? Any B-movie fans? You know what the crowd. There we go.
That one was the tightest we've had so far. Dean, you have any words to say about Barry's performance?
You did well, but you can see the pressure was settling, but in my opinion, you bottled that, Bernie.
I think what you need to say, Dean, is mediocre.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who are we swapping to? Let's put Phil.
There was quite a lot of people there signing merchandise and having their own merchandise stalls. However, quite a few of the creators didn't show up themselves and had representatives selling their merch, mainly because the size of the queues, and it was obviously going to be unfair if they were there, had to go off to a panel, and then nothing happened. It was also pretty dead on the... There's the social space area. That... I'm not quite sure why they bothered showing up. Not a lot of people seem to show interest in the social space area. They did host an after party on the Creators' Day, but I don't know if anyone they invited stayed. They did seem to just disappear, and that was around about 12 o'clock during the day, and considering it was open at 11, that's something. The Mario Kart tournament was pretty fun. It was kind of like watching at a house party where a lot of people just decide to sit down and play a few games. It was hilarious listening to some of the commentary, especially as Dean Dobbs kept beating people quite regularly. It sort of devolved. There wasn't really a winner declared at the end of it. It devolved into a lot of screaming, shouting and saying Toad is OP. But it was a lot of fun to watch. There was a fair few more of these on the Sunday than there was on the Saturday. The Saturday tournament was pretty much done by 2. This continued on for most of the day, as well as some impromptu Smash Brothers when the stage wasn't being used for a panel. There was a lot less people there, but at the same time it still felt pretty good. It was a pretty nice event, pretty neat. Everyone who they invited played well off each other, as I mentioned before, and they did take questions during the game, and it was pretty funny hearing someone answer and then somebody scream as they got slammed off the track by someone taking complete advantage of the distraction. I didn't spend most of the day here. I just got quite a lot of footage from this panel, as there was quite a lot of entertaining commentary. Unfortunately, I did have someone who kept blocking my shots. That is something I will state about the days that aren't Creators' Days. A lot of people don't give a shit if you've got your camera out.
or something.
Your fave kid.
Oh, Isabel sneaking in. Nah, enough way.
That was very good. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't say a word, I just gave you the mic. I didn't ask you anything.
That was me.
Thank you to my loyal Mother support, especially over there. Thank you guys so much.
This has been the best sleepover ever, guys.
I'd like to say thank you to Electronic.
Yeah, let's
about if he ever gets out back over.
Yeah. Well, Phil Wine.
I mean, here I'm just walking the convention centre. There was a lot of pride flags out today. I'm not sure if something had happened or if it was just the area. But as I said before, this is basically me just going off for lunch at about 3 o'clock. It seemed the ideal time to get lunch because 12 or 11, oh good fucking luck getting anything. Even the unpopular places were absolutely packed. It's me meeting up with the guys and then heading into the main hall. Basically, after a certain point, they closed down the exhibition hall because all panels were done and everyone got filtered out and you had to go in through the main hall. And this is everyone getting ready for the wrap-up show. The wrap-up show, which also featured the Creator Awards. Someone in the city every year gives Creator Awards to most of the people. If you're invited to the green room, there's a chance you've probably been nominated and won one such award. I believe they had 7 or 8 categories. Don't quote me directly on that. But this proved pretty entertaining, even if it was very hard to get close to. Of course, again, there was live music to warm everyone up. Hannah Witten had just done a Q&A by the time I got in. If you haven't, I'm going to actually leave all the winners' videos that they won their awards for in the description.
The winner is last week, Tom Scott.
I'm here to present the Film of the Year Award, and the nominees are Comfort Food by Super Sam Stuck, Hot Mess by Hazel Hayes, My Sister by Bertie Gilbert, Reception by Mike Murphy, and Playground by Sammy Paul. And the winner is, I don't actually know, drum roll. Drum roll, air drum. The winner is My Sister by Bertie Gilbert.
I'm like recovering from that. I was like crying backstage. Congrats, Bertie. All right. Okay, so I'm presenting the award for the Artisan Award. That didn't make sense. Anyway, right. The nominees for this are Banana Jemana, Jamie Joe, Brizzy Voices, Anna, Kick the PJ, Sorted Food, and Topless Baker. So the winner for the Artisan Award is Jamie Joe, Banana Jemana.
I'm here to present the Fashion and Beauty Award. The nominees are Floral Princess, Jasmine Clough, Layla Rose, Looking Lewis, and Saffron Barker. And the Fashion and Beauty Award goes to Saffron Barker.
Hi, I'm Dean Dobbs. I'm thrilled to be here to present the Community Spirit Award on this occasion. Unfortunately, my lover, Jack Howard, can't be here. The nominees are Doddie, Ford, Kingsley, Scoladondo, and Saffron Barker. And the Community Spirit Award winner is... La La La. No, it's not. It's Ford! I'm not only playing Jean Dobbs, I'm also going to play Ford on this occasion because she can't be here either. So, just want to say congratulations to she did an amazing job.
So, our Breakthrough Award is an award that recognises the year for someone who had an amazing past year. And it doesn't matter whether they're a smaller YouTuber or a larger YouTuber, and this person has had an amazing past year. They recently reached 1 million subs over the past year. They sold out shows across the UK and USA. They released their very first book, and they got their very first Vivo. So I would like to present the Breakthrough Award to Doddie Clark.
Hello. How are you? Yeah. I'm here to present Vlogger of the Year, because who better to pick to do that than me? Okay. So, this is the bit where I say the nominees. It's good. So the nominees are Alice Wasabi, Daniel J. Layton, Emma Blackery, Millie T, Saffron Barker, and Runs and Rosie. And the winner is Rose and Rosie.
So, some of the year nominees for this year are 6 out of 10. Call Me Out, Sarah Close. Grenade, Goat. Nothing Without You, Emma Blackery. And Words Ain't Enough by Tessa Violet. And the winner of our final award, the song of the year this evening is Emma Blackery.
As you can probably tell by Emma's reaction here, she hadn't actually expected to win the Song of the Year award. Doddie's 6 out of 10 was a very strong contender this year. I've actually had a look at the votes now after the fact, and Jesus Christ, it was a close call. Emma, I think, broke out on the last day to win it.
Sorry. That's one for shot. Thank you so much.
So, I'd like to welcome all of our winners back on stage for a photo, finally. Emma, don't walk away. Luke. Will take place right here again at London XL, the 10th to the 12th of August. They're on sale on shop.citcevent.co.uk, and we have a special super early bird price available for a limited time that all of you current attendees can take advantage of. So I hope to see lots of you again next year. I hope you have a great time this evening with all of our amazing acts, which are going to finalise and end with an amazing performance from Doddie Clark.
And of course we closed out the night on a couple of gigs, a few more than were planned. Some in City Awards were done pretty early. I think that's because quite a few of the creators usually head home at that stage, or they basically don't have any reason to or they basically don't have any reason to hang out. Quite a few do, and do collabs over at the end of the weekend, but as you can see here by me running around like a headless chicken, the concerts do go on for a bit of a long time. I think I was getting out about 10:30 with everyone else here. To end Summer in the City, of course, who else but Doddie Clark to play 2017 out. It was a great day. I'm really glad I had done the weekend. I was a bit trepidatious at first because of just the amount of time I was taking out, and the fact I'd booked it in advance and I had no idea what they were like. The Creators Day, as I've mentioned before, was obviously very, very different to the other 2 days. As I mentioned, people on the other 2 days didn't seem to really give a shit if you were there filming it. Quite a lot of them got in front of you, quite a lot of them tried to see who you were, and if they didn't recognise you, would just block you or just completely ignore you, which, you know, was fine, understandable. Everyone who's come on here isn't a creator. But there was also some people who hadn't turned up for the Creators Day, but turned up to vlog the other 2 days. And I'll give an example of one such twat. Basically, he jumped in front of most people who were vlogging when they were doing their talking shots and said, "Do you even vlog, bro?" This idiot had a 2-meter aluminium tripod he was using as a selfie stick, with quite a heavy DSLR that was causing the stick to bend. That was day one. Day two, he returned with an equally expensive tripod, completely different colour, obviously a spare one, and proceeded to do the exact same thing, even though that was bending. I'm very thankful that VidCon and Summer in the City, I haven't run across a lot of these creators. The ones who are just the worst type of creators, the ones who are doing it for fame, not doing it because they enjoy it, they just want to get big. Everyone I met on the day was great, with the exception of that absolute arse, but he didn't ruin my city, and I'm definitely coming back next year. You might have seen mentioned that the tickets went on early bird sale, so I've definitely already bought my tickets for next year. Hopefully I'll be able to get off work for it. If not, it's a case of, well, sorry, you've got a long-standing holiday booked, I'm gone. And I might end up possibly coming in on the Friday morning and literally just coming straight from work to Summer in the City, which will be such fun. Definitely enjoyable. Really enjoyed the concerts at the end. Would say I think the actual guide needs a bit of an update. Like, by all means, don't have it be finalised, but there was quite a few changes on the day, especially this end of the show gig wasn't that well advertised. If I hadn't been told about it, I would have gone home and missed it on most of the days. I probably would have missed the Creators Day one, I would definitely probably missed the Saturday one, and the Sunday one, I don't know. I probably would have heard about it off someone and went to that. But that would really be my only complaint about it. Other than that, it was a great weekend. I'm glad that I met the people I met. I've definitely got some ideas planned, and it's got me back into creating. I've had a year out. I didn't realise it was a year. I thought it was 6 months where I've been filming videos for the channel, but I lost my passion for it, mainly because I couldn't afford to do stuff. So I thought, what's the point of gaming? I do enjoy it, but I'm just going to get swamped under everyone else. So I've not been improving my content. These vlogs give me a reason, an excuse to improve my content. And I'm most definitely looking forward to next year. As well as some of the stuff I'm doing will definitely be released in at least 3 months' time. Hopefully you guys and everyone out there will enjoy what I've been planning, especially as I've been planning it for so long. Jesus Christ, 12 months out, I've never even heard of someone doing that besides KSI. But hopefully you guys will enjoy. So I'm going to leave you with some Doddie. Then it's going to be me heading back to town. It's going to be me heading across London and out of London and back home. And hopefully you guys will see a Summon City 2018 vlog. And a VidCon 2018. Yes, VidCon EU is still coming. I'm still getting that done. Just been trying to find time for it. And just in case I forget to mention it in these follow-up clips after this, I really do enjoy it and appreciate everyone who watches my stuff. Comments and criticisms are welcome in the comment section, and feel free to subscribe and stick with the channel and see how things are going. I look forward to sharing more stuff in the future. Goodbye. Okay, so it's the morning after Summon City's finished, and I didn't do some vlogging last night. I probably should have, but I was absolutely knackered. I did a collab with Amelia in Seattle, basically doing one of her videos, and then I came home pretty well to the Airbnb pretty much straight away, and I packed, and then once I'd packed I was kind of not in the mood to vlog. I know that's a weird thing, like if you're doing vlogging you should always be in the mood to vlog, but it's one of those things. But yeah, I did actually enjoy my time at Summon City. I will admit, as a creator, it did feel like you were treated like a creator. Creators were more approachable on the Creators Day, because I've got to go and get a train across London to get my train out of London in about an hour, and I really don't want to miss it because they are doing some work on some of the stations today. Apparently, didn't know any of this coming down, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Some of the bits I didn't enjoy, I understood why they were like that. My brain was going, why the fuck is it like this? But at the same time, my logic brain was going, yeah, there's a reason it's like that. Remember this incident, remember this incident, remember this incident. Remember that they're actually not that big. Remember they don't want them getting sworn. Yeah, still don't know if I'm going to have 1 vlog or 3 vlogs. Not 100% sure, but gonna definitely edit it by tonight once I'm home. Maybe get some more Alien Isolation out of the way, because I need to finish that game. I need to finish a lot of games. before I even think about editing some of my scientific stuff. And then it's back to work on Tuesday. Speaking of, yeah, I actually had my agency email me over the weekend and say, oh, by the way, you've not done all the health and safety stuff we asked you to do. Checked all my emails, there's no thing asking me to do health and safety. I've not submitted my timesheet for last week's work, so I'm really hoping they'll actually accept it, because I don't want to have to argue, hey, I didn't know about health and safety, but you still sent me on the fucking job without double checking. These are the people who think that a photo ID doesn't include a driver's license and a copy of a birth certificate, who wanted a passport when not everyone has a passport. So yeah, I'm basically going to have to rush across London. Well, hopefully not rush across London, but you know, I've got to be there on time. There might be snippets throughout the day, but probably not a lot. Quite a lot of my equipment's actually packed away now. Alright, see you in a bit. See, I got in about 30 minutes to spare, even though I set out 2 hours early. That's London for you. Now I've got to wait for mine to get in, and they haven't announced the platform yet, and about 20 minutes to go before I've got to be on there, and I've got a reserve seat, so I can't miss this one, otherwise they won't let me on. Hopefully no one fills up a baggage rack, because that's why I requested a reserve. Also, carrying all this equipment around London, way different once you had all this con stuff on as well. I'm really sure I'm lugging around easily about 60 kilograms. That's why I'm sweating. I also decided to wear a rugby shirt today because it was cold, and then I put my hoodie over the top. That was a bad idea. Finally back from somewhere in the city. Yeah, as I said before, the rugby shirt, choice in this heat. The trip was not enjoyable. Certainly next time I think I'm going to try and do when I'm not working, just so I can get a later train with less people on it, because dear God it was packed.